U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said during a call with Bolivian President Rodrigo Paz on Thursday, June 4th, that the Trump administration is increasing emergency aid and support to address ongoing food and medical shortages. Amid weeks of unrest and large-scale protests in Bolivia, according to the State Department. State Department spokesperson Tommy Picot said in a statement that Rubio reaffirmed Washington's commitment to Bolivia. Stressing that the U.S. will continue to support efforts towards stability, security, and improved conditions for the population. Separately, U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth said in a post on Truth Social that the Department of War and the America's counter-cartel coalition oppose any effort to overthrow the legitimate government of President Rodrigo Paz in Bolivia. Hegseth also warned that the United States is closely monitoring the situation, adding that Bolivia should avoid falling back into what he described as narco-terrorist dominance in the region. Bolivian President Rodrigo Paz announced on Wednesday, June 3rd, that his government has submitted a bill to the Legislative Assembly aimed at regulating states of exception in the country. Describing the move as a humanitarian action intended to respond to a worsening crisis driven by weeks of social unrest. A state of exception refers to a legal measure in which normal constitution rules are temporarily suspended, so a government can respond to an emergency. Paz made the announcement during the swearing-in ceremony of new Defense Minister Ernesto Justiniano. Who pledged to remove roadblocks that have disrupted and paralyzed major cities across Bolivia. The president urged lawmakers to fast-track the bill, saying swift approval is necessary to address the ongoing situation. The proposed legislation will establish a legal framework for coordinated police and military operations to reopen blocked roads. And restore access to essential supplies such as food, medicine, and fuel in the most affected urban areas. The unrest began with a workers' strike in May, which later escalated into widespread highway blockades that cut off access to key cities including La Paz and El Alto, home to nearly 2 million people. Protesters, among them labor unions and groups aligned with the former leftist President Evo Morales, are demanding that the Paz administration reverse austerity measures and take action to address the rising cost of living.